In a few moments I'm going to demonstrate how to use our beautiful Generation inks and re-inkers. But before I do that, I'm just going to tell you how Generation inks came together and how to get the best out of your inks and how to get the best watercoloured images out of your inks. So Generation inks was created over 2.5 years ago now, and the idea behind them was you could do generation stamping. What generation stamping means is to stamp on the page and off the page. So when we put them together and we were designing the case and the imagery to go with our Generation inks, we decided to pop some gradation colour down the side of the ink pad. Now, when you purchase our Generation inks, you will see down one side of the ink pad there is a code. That code is relevant to what bundle it comes with, and the colour gradation is the colours that you can achieve when you are stamping on and off the page. Now, the first few colours are the first colours you will get from your stamping on your page and off your page. The further down the line you go is when you add water and you want to watercolour. So from first stamp is the darkest colour right diluted down to the lightest colour. But the great thing about these Generation inks is they produce beautiful looking watercoloured images. They are a water-based ink, so you can dilute them down, you can do your watercolouring, and you can also do your stamping with them. The Generation inks also come with the re-inkers, so you'll never have to buy the ink pad again. So all you'll have to do is, when it starts to dry out, is hydrate the sponge on the top and leave it to sit aside for 10 minutes, and then it's ready to go again. So you'll never have to buy the ink pad again. The ink pad is made from a super soft sponge, so when you stamp it out and want a watercoloured look, it gives you that realistic look. They also can be sprayed with water onto your stamp, and again you get a beautiful realistic look. The great thing about the ink pad and the re-inker, should you purchase the product, is that the re-inker is water-based also. So you can dilute these down with your paintbrush and you can paint. They are highly pigmented, so you only need one drop. One drop goes a long way. And I'm going to do a quick demonstration using these Generation inks just now. But before I do that, as you can see from both sides of me, I have the different colours here where you can see they've been sprayed with water, and here you can see the Generation side of things. So here is set one, and you can see the beautiful colours, you can see how it's been stamped down, and then the solid colour at the bottom. And here is the range of inks you can purchase from here from Stamps by Me. There is also lots of other things that you can do with these inks. The great thing about them is that when they are dry, they are permanent, so they are Copic safe. So if you love to colour with your alcohol markers, then they are amazing. You will get no bleed, you will get a perfect image every time. Today's demonstration will take 2 minutes, and I'm just going to show you how beautiful you can paint a watercoloured looking image and make it look fantastic. Great cards, little to no effort. So I'm just going to use our picture postcard, and I've already gone ahead and I have taped down some watercolour cardstock onto my artist canvas board, and I'm going to use one of our brand new sets which are launching this week. So these are our monochromatic colours. These are dark colours, and these create great mystical colours like magical backgrounds and things like that, so you're into your fairy stamps and all the other things that, you know, create like silhouette stamps. They look amazing. So I've just got my picture postcard here, so you can see I've got my wells for my painting, and I've got my watercolour cardstock taped down, and it's actually inside the picture postcard. It prevents any cockle in my card. So I'm going to use our brand new collection, which is Monochromatics, and you've got Monochromatic 01 straight through to 05. These are beautiful. So this is using the re-inkers, so I'm just going to paint a background now and show you how amazing they really are. So when you get them, each bottle is marked up MCO1 right through to MCO5. Now they do look very similar to these ones, so what I suggest is you do a colour swatch so you always know what's going to be in the bottle. The other ones are self-explanatory, obviously pink, you can see that this one is pink, so but if you want to do a swatch for all of them, but you're going to get some fantastic results with these Generation inks. So what I'm going to do is I'll just pop them in front of me there, and I've got my swatch. So I think we'll go for MCO2 and MCO1. So I'm just going to get the relevant colours and pop them in my inkwells into the picture postcard. This picture postcard is also available on the website. It's a handy little tool that aids you with your stamping, it aids you with your watercolouring. So if you like to stamp and colour on the go, watercolour, then you can do that. So I'm just going to pop 2 drops of the MCO1 and 2 drops of MCO2. You'll see how bright and vivid these colours are. So I'm just going to do a wet in wet technique. So I'm just going to get some clean clear water. I'm just going to wet my cardstock. Once I've got the card covered, I can see that it's covered well because it goes shiny. I'm just going to add some water to these beautiful colours, so we'll go this one first. And I'm just going to do a colour across the top. You can see how amazing these colours are. And I'm going to graduate it down, so don't contaminate colours, clean your brush in between. You can pick up some more of the blue. You can make it as dark or as vibrant as you want. They truly are an amazing medium to work with. So don't just look at them as an ink pad. The ink pads lend themselves really well as a separate entity, but the re-inkers truly work fabulously. Now I'm not sure if camera's showing this green very well. So hopefully when I dry it off you will be able to see, but before I go ahead, I am going to just pop a little sunset in there. So I've got just a coin wrapped in some tissue, and I'm just going to pop it in the top, sit it in, and hopefully it will drink some of the ink. There we go, so you can see there. And then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some of the water out of my brush, just slightly run it over, touch it again, so you get the line in there. We see that? Now that will dry back beautifully. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this out of here, move this to one side. I'm just going to dry this off. See how well that colour just sits on there? It's absolutely beautiful, and these inks go a long way. So this is nearly dry. I'm just going to make sure it is fully dry because I'm going to stamp an image over the top. That's going to be okay. So before I do that, because, can we see this one here? So the colours that I've used on this actual piece on here is MCO1 and MCO2. You can see the colours better on there. Okay, so you can see this has got quite a green undertone and this has got quite a purple undertone. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove this tape. Now this is the artist canvas board that comes within your picture postcard, so it's not something you have to get yourself, it comes within the kit. It also comes with your clutch bag, from the purple clutch bag, sorry, that comes with the picture postcard also. So make sure you take masking tape off carefully. These make great postcards. You can see the green there, just there, look, there you can see the difference. So you can see how intense those colours are. They are really pigmented and you'll need little to no effort, and that's how much ink is still left in my well, so I could create further postcards with that remaining ink, and I will do that. I don't like waste. So just move that out of the way. So I'll just give this a quick clean because I'm just going to do some stamping. So I'm just going to pop my foam mat inside. And then I'm going to pop my artwork back inside the picture postcard. And I'm just going to grab a silhouette stamp, which is a solid stamp, just so you can see. I'm just going to pop it in the corner. And we'll do this one in black. So the great thing about the picture postcard is if you don't get the stamp right first time, you've got the facility there to do it again. Just get rid of that mucky mark. I'm just going to make that a little bit darker. They have beautiful looking artwork with little to no effort. So if you wanted to pop a sentiment on there, you could do that. So that was just to demonstrate the two sets of monochromatic inks that are brand new to our collection, but you can achieve this look with any of our other inks. They are amazing, you will not be disappointed, and if you love to watercolour, this is absolutely the way forward. I hope you enjoy using them.